Alrighty guys, welcome back to training this week. I have an insane case of the hiccups right now. So if they come up, I apologize for the constant irritating noise in the microphone. My hope is that by talking a lot, I will make them go away. So we'll see what happens. So far so good. This is the longest I haven't had them in like 15 minutes. Today is the last heavy pressing and medium squat session of this current block of programming. More than likely, I'll be changing the programming over the next couple months to be much higher volume. And so there may be a lot of different types of movements that you need to work with depending on what weights are available to you. But I think it'll be really fun to go through that change after a period of very, very simple, very low volume work. So as I think Dan John said once, things are going well, coach. Help me fuck this up. So things have been going really well for me with the ultra low volume training. And naturally, the next thing to do is, instead of keeping that up, is to swing back to high volume work. So, and I mean that sarcastically, but more than likely, that is what I'm going to do. Today we are going to, I guess I'll leave this out just so I can demo. We're going to work goblet squats. We only have 7 reps, so a set of 3 and 4 with your medium weight, which I'll just go ahead and get out now. And then on the heavy pressing side, we're going to experiment with something called waiters presses today. So waiters presses are where you hold the bell. Man, that's so amazing, like no hiccups at all. Waiters presses are where you hold the bell in the palm of your hand. So you're not holding the handle anymore, you're holding the sphere. And now you have this free mass that could essentially fall off the hand at any time. So it's really important that you be somewhere where you can potentially drop a bell. Highly recommend doing this session outside if you've never done waiters presses before, or do them in the half kneeling position so that you cut the distance, the maximum distance the bell may fall by a little bit, and thus it'll be safer. The other thing you can do is pile up some yoga mats or some cushions so that you have a place to sort of dump the bell. So if you're pressing and you don't think you're going to get it, the best thing to do is grab the handle and bring it back down. But if for some reason you're going to lose it, is to just push it into that pile. For me, it's these rubber tiles. I've dropped some pretty big bells on them before, and everything turned out fine. Generally, smaller bells will bounce farther. So just some food for thought. So just teaching the waiters press real quick. If I'm going to press with my right hand, I'm going to grab the bell with the left hand first, and we're going to do a cheek clean. So I'm going to grab the bell with the left hand, then I'm going to grab the bell grab the handle with my right hand over the left. So I have one hand over the other. I'm going to clean it and then take the right hand out, and it will land in the right palm. So that's something you may want to practice a few reps. Get comfortable getting that whole mass of the bell in there. Then we can switch hands, clean to the other side. Okay, so we're getting ready to press. So you want to make sure that you can really get that bell centered in the palm, and that you have the right load. More than likely, you will need to go down in bell size quite a bit. If you can't press any of your bells, clean it, hold it in the rack, push against the bell, and relax. Push against the bell, relax. It doesn't need to go all the way up. Okay, so as always, hopefully you are already warmed up. I'm going to go to the theoretical heavy bell here, which is roughly 33% lighter than my normal heavy pressing bell. So consider that. In theory, if you can press a 12, you may want to try an 8 for these waders presses. And again, if all you have is the 12 kilo, just hold it in the rack and push against it on each rep. So it's not so much about trying to get it up overhead in that situation. Instead, it's about creating force in the exact same manner that you would for the regular press. So here we go. We have, what did I say? I think it's 23 heavy presses and 7 medium squats today. So we'll be kind of just alternating 2-4, 2-4 until we get to 23. So here we go. Right side presses. I'm going to go for 2 here. And we'll take a little break per side. See if I can get the left wrist is a little cranky. We'll give it about a minute. Waders presses are just another way of varying your press. So today could have been vertical presses and then all the different types, or it could have been horizontal. So I could have done floor pressing with a barbell. I could have done floor pressing with a kettlebell. I could have done one-arm push-ups. Those are usually pretty tough for me, somewhere between medium and heavy effort. So, you know, you have to think outside the box here. I've been constantly changing movements week in and week out, and not once have, for a long term, right? Maybe in one session, but not once for a longer term have I gotten weaker in any of my lifts. So the key is really to understand intensity so that you can trade out different lifts and different loads. So here we go. This is a left side waders press for 2. There you go. All right, so far so good. We'll see if I can get 4. I could get it with the next bell size down pretty easily, so don't really want to go down to that size. So next will be goblet squat, maybe in 90 seconds. So how about the 3-minute, 3:15 mark? Somewhere around there. Hopefully I don't crush the mic. Just move this over just a little bit. There we go. "45 seconds. This will be a set of 3. Should be very, very easy. Not a single hiccup since I started speaking. That is too crazy. I was afraid that I'd be hiccuping the entire time because I was during my warm-up. So, all right, here we go. So at least for me, because I'm going to be doing heavy goblet squats here, I will be using the cheat clean again. So a lot of good practice with the cheat clean today. So here we go. 3 squats with your medium load or medium skill. Let me just make sure. Okay, I think I'm going to be okay. Still kind of got in the way there, but that's all right. All right, let's wait 90 seconds. So at 5:30, we'll get the next press, which is back to the right side. That's weird. How did that make a ring? Shouldn't be any water leaking from here. That's weird. Anyway, so bigger press set coming up in 45 seconds. This is going to be 4 on the right, 4 on the left. Now you would be a total insane human if you could clean both bells, catch them in the waiter's rack, and press them. I guess at that point you're basically doing a barbell press. But, all right, here we go. This is 4 presses on the right side. All right, we'll wait 1 minute. So that'll be at 7 minutes. We'll do left side press for 4. It's a little freaky. I mean, you have to be confident in your strength, that you're gonna have enough strength to be able to do all those reps, to be able to hold it. Where it gets a little dicey is like the feeling of losing your balance. So the way, and balance being in the hand, not on the floor. Interestingly though, the way you deal with that is to create tension everywhere, in the feet, in the legs, in the midsection, squeezing your fingertips on the mass of that bell in your hand, so on and so forth are all great strategies to try to deal with that. So here we go. This is left side press for 4. All right, tough effort, man. No doubt about that. Maybe I need to do some wrist pails rails while we're at it here. So we'll take 90 seconds. We'll go at roughly 9:15 for the next squat set, which will be our final set today. I am actually going to do those wrist pails rails. So just in case you haven't done kin stretch with us before, I'm going to use a kneeling position, but you can also use a quadruped position here. I'm going to place my hand flat on the ground, and then I'm going to shift my shoulders out in front of my hands, which creates a stretch on the back side or underside of the wrist. And we'll just hang out here for a little bit. And then let's press into the ground. So push those fingers down into the floor as if you're trying to straighten your hand back out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and squeeze the top as if you're trying to pull the top of your hand closer to the forearm. And let's get one more before that squat set. Press down into the ground. Very high effort, 7 or 8 out of 10 at least. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Try to pull the top of the hand up towards the elbow. 3, 2, 1. Always good to get a little wrist love in there. Pretty important today, seeing as how there's quite a few sets left on the presses. Got 17 to go. Basically 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 3. So, all right, this is 4 squats. Final set. Whew. Man, my one finger is so angry. All right, that's it for that. So, like a minute, we'll go at 12 minutes. Right side press for 2. "30 seconds. All right, here we go. This is right side, 2 presses. Again, your opposite hand goes on first, and then the pressing hand. Short little break, and then left side for 2. Hopefully I can get it. This finger's really upset. Ba, 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 ba. So we roughly finished that at like 12:30. So we'll try to get the next one at like 2.5 minutes. So 15, right? Yeah. All right, so here comes left side, 2 reps. All right, not bad. Next one will be 4, which will bring us to 12 total. So 15-minute mark, 90 seconds. I think that'll be okay. Then we'll get the next right hand press at like 17:30 or maybe 18 minutes. 3-minute rest is pretty appropriate. Whew. Twenty seconds. This is going to be 4 on the right hand side. All right, next one. Let's do 30 seconds. We'll see if it's long enough. When you're pressing, what you're doing in between sides is you're giving legs, abs, brain a little bit of time to recover. All right. Left side, 4. All right, 12 down, about halfway there. Next set at 18 minutes, 2 on the right. I'm gonna try a bigger bell on this next set. Just see if I can make that 4 a little more difficult. $50 seconds. Okie dokie. This is 2 on the right. Like I said, I've changed bell sizes here. Just trying to see what's possible. Here we go. 2 presses. Oh yeah, much tougher. All right, that's all right. That's good. That's what we want. So next right hand press should be at, let's go with 21:30, roughly 3 minutes after the finish. Left side set coming up probably in about 20 to 30 seconds here. This will be 2 again. I gotta find a lot of tension here. right. See what you got. Alrighty, 21:30 it is, 2 minutes. See if we can get 4 with this bigger bell. It's hard, man. It's hard on the wrist, very hard to balance, but good practice, good practice. It's important to just do different things. Expose your body to different stimuli. And it's not always about, doing different heart rates or different intensities. Sometimes it's about doing different things mechanically. As far as my brain is concerned, the general positioning of the bell here is very, very different, and sort of my body's interaction with it. I'm used to grabbing a handle of some very, very heavy weights, and here there's nothing, man. If that bell slips out, it's game over. It's definitely going flying somewhere in here. So I'm sort of relying on my own ability to hopefully catch it. Which I don't recommend you guys do. 30 seconds, 4 reps. Okay, here we go. 4 reps on the right side. Now I'm opening that up a little bit, meaning I'm turning into the press. So turning in that same direction versus closing it off. I don't know if that's a mobility problem or like a momentum issue. I don't even necessarily think that that's a problem. So if you're experiencing the same thing, just be mindful of it. I don't really think it's a bad thing necessarily. Maybe we just unlocked the secret to heavy single arm pressing, is to like open up into it. Who knows? All right, here we go. 4 presses on the left. That's 3. All right, I'm gonna re-clean. Whew! Try to get this 4th one. I think I just got a little excited. All right. 21:30, we were probably done by 22, so let's go 25 on this last series here. So we're at 18. Why don't we just go for 1 set? That's what I feel like doing. Hopefully you guys do too. We're gonna go for 1 relatively all-out set. So I'm gonna go for 5 on the right. And then I'll take a longer break, maybe 90 seconds, and then I'll try for 5 on the left. So you gotta really bring the focus and bring the tension. I don't remember what I said. 26 minutes or something? Sure, why not? This will be a good test. See if I can get it. Bum bum, ba-da-da-dum. Bum bum, ba-da-ba-bum. All right, 1 minute. 5 reps coming up here. Big set. This will also tell me if I picked the right bell. If I can get 5 pretty easily, then this bell's a little too light. But I have a feeling the next one up is too hard. So. All right. Here we go. This is going to be a 5 rep set on the right side. This will finish the day on the right, and then we'll do the same on the left. So here we go, 5 waiters presses. Gotta reposition. There you go. That's a dropped one. A re-clean and finish. Whew. Okay, that was hard. So like I said, you don't really want to try to catch the bell. We'll go at 29 for the last one. Because depending on how heavy it is and how fast it's moving, it could yank you to the floor and screw your back up or something like that. I'm pretty confident I can at least control these loads down. I probably wouldn't do it with the 2 bells over there that we use for goblet squats. But anyway, you just got to be careful, man. The last thing you want to do is get hurt just doing something silly. And I don't particularly think waiters presses are silly. I think they're difficult. But I think dropping the weight and somehow trying to save your kettlebell could be silly depending on what's happening. So we'll see what we got on this left side momentarily. About a minute to go. It really just comes, I mean, it's the same as a regular press. It comes down to having an excellent rack position, having that bell right in the perfect spot of your hand to be able to press it. You know, so if you don't get that, then maybe you can get 1 or 2 presses, but pretty quickly it's going to feel like you're going to lose the bell. So, all right, here we go. Final set, 5 reps. See what we got here. wow, somehow that ended up being the strong side. So, cool guys. Thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the last few weeks of training. Like I said, potentially changing gears over the next few months. Not totally sure yet, so stay tuned. Keep working hard, and we'll see you guys later.